We're not born a certain way, neither are we born with ways. We are socialized and re-socialized into ways, and that is why we are a certain way. So the question is, who taught us to hate us? And why do we still come for class? Why is it so easy to despise the label made in Kenya? No, sometimes it feels like we actively believe that we won't amount to much by how we act. From how we whitewash our culture to replacing it things we've barely unpacked. From the words that we speak to the way we don't believe that being Kenyan is enough. From love to government, there is an unsaid curriculum that we need to unlearn. Because how long will we praise hard work but ridicule an invoice for the sake of discounts? How long will we praise dissent, yet still expect the next generation to have a different discourse? How long will we worship the foreigner, yet hold your neighbor in contempt on account of their skin? Clearly there is a profound insecurity within us that has led us to this point in our history, that we would rather debate about foreign politics that's more than 1,000 miles away, but could care less about these endless scandals that more than seem to have a season 2 on the way. Someone somewhere told us it is okay to hate us. It is okay to be okay to constantly bring us down. Someone convinced us that it is good to be too good for us. We're born with so much promise, but end up as such critics. Bitter souls who want everyone around them to know our criticisms. While all along the artist seldom grows, the businessman seldom ventures out. Why? Because they already see themselves set up for the collective hate, discouragement and defeat. Kenyans can never do that. Kenyans can never think that. Kenyans can never buy that. And it would be okay if it was just the general public who think that. But when the kids start to believe this propagated rhetoric as truth, then aren't we raising generations who will never know the meaning of being free to dream? We are not born a certain way, neither are we born with ways. We are socialized and re-socialized into ways, and that is why we are a certain way. So the question is, who taught us to hate us? And why do we still come for class? Why is it so easy to despise a label made in Kenya? I am the artist who for so long refused to step out. I'm the businessman who hesitated to venture out. I am the teacher who shied away from speaking out. I am you, because today when I stared in the mirror, I saw the label made in Kenya and I was tempted to hate. Tempted to say that I can't amount to much because my DNA can be traced in a town in Nairobi. Tempted to dismiss my dreams and live every day like it should end. Tempted to hate the next man because it is easier to hate others when accepting my truth is too hard to swallow. Instead, I chose to show love. I chose to be aware and active even though it was more convenient not to be. I chose to speak out even if I saw it better to remain as silent as I could be. I chose to overcome my insecurities and love the Kenyan woman just as she is. I said, I chose to overcome my insecurities as a man and love the Kenyan woman just as she is. I also chose to ignore the idea that Kenyan men are not romantic. Have you met me? I chose to stand in front of you and tell you the label made in Kenya belongs to you and me. I chose to stand here and say that as a nation we can overcome our fears and decide to dream. Today I choose to ask you to join me in being different. In the words of Tupac, you see the old way isn't working, so it's on us to do what we have to do to survive. Today show your love. It doesn't have to be a gesture of great magnitude, it can be a small step. Throw your trash in the bin. trash in the bin. Tip the waiter. Give Kenyan music a chance. Give Kenyan music a chance. Be a patient driver. Kenyans on Twitter can be known for more than just haters. Go home to your family and make a heaven down here. Share with that street kid, believe me, you're doing much better. Love yourself enough to expect more for yourself, but also enough to want to do more with yourself. Dare to see what is right in this nation, so that the fight against the wrong can find cause. Be brave enough to say that I can be part of the solution. I can be part of the solution. And write a new song. We are not born with ways, neither are we born with ways. We are socialized and re-socialized into ways, and that is why we are a certain way. If so, then let's enroll for a new class. Let's learn something new. We can teach ourselves something new. We can teach ourselves how to show love. After all, it is a reason for the season, isn't it? And though the Times has the message seasoned with trades and offers, the taste of the message remains the same. Love conquers all. Love conquered all.